My name is Terry Hunter. I'm a medical exercise specialist and owner of Halifax Medical Exercise Training, otherwise known as Helmet. Today I'm here to talk to you about equipment that you can use at home for your exercise workout at home. Sometimes you just can't get to the gym. It could be a holiday, it could be you just don't feel like it, it's the end of a long day from work and you don't feel like just driving down to the gym even though it's just 10 minutes away. Or there could be something like this virus that's been going on around the world. Either way, it's good to supplement your workout at home. Don't stop working out because it's good for you and helps you with your immune system. So today I'd like to provide you some information with what you can use at home to help you with your exercises. And I'll show you some equipment and give you some suggestions where you can find this equipment. And you can use it at home. Most of it's fairly cheap, and I'll give you a few ideas of what you can use it for. And if you have any further questions after we're done this video, feel free to give me an email at info@helmet.ca, and I'll answer every question that you have. The first tool that I want to talk about for exercise at home is the dumbbell. The dumbbell is well known by everybody. It's easy to store, it's easy to get. You can buy it at, say, Canadian Tire here in Canada. You can buy it at your local sports store. You can even buy it at Winners, or you can shop on Amazon.ca, which has some half-decent prices. They range about from $1 to $1.25 a pound, but sometimes you can find it cheaper. You might have to do a little bit of shopping. Later on in the year, I'll probably put a few bundles on where I can have some dumbbells and stuff and include it in a package that I can sell on Amazon.ca. But currently I don't have anything. So what can you do with your dumbbells? Well, as you know, you can do dumbbell curls, you can work on shoulder issues, you can do squats with them, you can do a lot of things with them. All you need to do is get an exercise program that requires dumbbells and go at it on your days off at the gym and try to manage your medical condition. I would recommend, depending on your experience in working out, using dumbbells such as this, which is about 1 pound to anywhere up to like 25 pounds. And that's pretty well all you need for a home workout. You want to just supplement your workout at the gym. It's just something simple, something to carry over. You don't need to buy heavy weights unless you want to. Some people have that workout gym out in the garage, and if they want to buy bigger equipment or better equipment or heavier equipment for that, go for it. But for my purposes in medical exercise training, we want to basically take over basically where your physio left off and provide safe, effective, lightweight, low intensity exercises for your medical condition. And a good piece of equipment to start off with is dumbbells. The second tool that I want to talk about, just excuse me for a sec, is the mini band. And the mini band comes in a couple forms. First one is this rubber form here, which is shown by this green one. And another one, which these are fairly new, is these they're more like a material. They're a little bit thicker, they're a lot stronger than the rubber forms. So which one would I choose over them? Well, it depends on your exercise. These ones are a lot stronger and they may last a little bit longer than these ones, which seem to break after a lot of use. But they both have their uses. And so these tools can be used for things like squats, working your glute medius is a part of basically your bum. That it's really important to exercise, especially if you have hip or back problems. Usually people have a weak glute medius if they run into those problems. And sometimes when people have knee issues, it's because they have a weak glute medius and they're not able to walk properly, so they put a lot of pressure on their knees. That being said, these two items are a really good tool to have at home, and they're cheap. And you can buy them also at Winners, Canadian Tire, on Amazon, and they can run up to anywhere between $8 and $30, depending on where you get them and how many combinations you can get them. You can get them in many intensities too, right? There's some that are stronger than this, and there are some that are stronger than this. I have a bag full of some at home that have 3 different intensities. So if you get a little bit better at your exercise, or this becomes easier with one, then you can find one within your kit there that may be a little bit harder to do, that makes your program a little bit more interesting, or you're actually progressing, which is something that we recommend you do. So the third tool that I wanted to talk about is the band. You often see these given to you after your physiotherapy session by your physiotherapist, and they're tools to help you with your condition. They're really, really cheap to buy. You also can buy them online. You may be able to find them at Winners or your sports store, places like Canadian Tire, but you definitely can find them online. And sometimes your physiotherapist will just give them to you. They'll just rip off a piece. They usually have rolls of them, and they will give them to you for conditions. Now, these things can be used for a lot of things. They're a little bit more versatile than the mini bands that I just showed you. You can use them. You can tie them around your knees to work your glute medius. You can tie them around your ankles to work your quads by extending your quads. You can do circular things with your ankles if you have an ankle issue, and you can even do things with your shoulder by working your rotator cuff with exercises like this, like your external rotations. It's a very versatile tool. It's cheap. It also comes in many intensities, so you can find this online, and I recommend this to be a tool that you have at home as well. The next set of tools that I want to introduce to you that you could use at home have different names. I've heard them called strength bands, I've heard them called pull-up bands, but chances are if you have a medical condition, you're not going to do a hell of a lot of pull-ups at home. So first of all, look at this one, which is a lot smaller than most of them that you would see in gym, but this is a good start. And I bought this one at Winners, and it's a real good one. It's made by Everest. You can do a lot of things with this, again, including working with your quads, with your back. You know, you can attach it to a door, do pull-ups, rows, and you can do many, many things with this. And again, they come in various intensities and sizes. And this is the one I use at home, as I suggested for people at home, but you can get it in larger sizes too, such as this purple one, which we use at the gym that I work at. And we also have bigger ones like this one, which is actually used for pull-ups, but it's also used for glute medius works and work with your quads, like squatting and stuff like that. These are a good tool at home. They're also relatively inexpensive. They range up to $30 depending on the size and thickness and intensity of the band, but they're good things to have at home to help supplement your exercise program. The last piece of equipment that you could use at home that I want to talk about is tubing. And tubing is probably the most versatile of all. And they come in many forms. There's tubing like this, and there's no handles or anything like that on the ends of them. But you can use them for many exercises as you could with the bands, for example. You can do rotator cuff exercises. You can work on your rhomboids. You can do a lot of exercises with this type of tubing. It also comes in other forms. This is more for gyms and stuff, and this is what we have in our gym here. And this is another type of tubing. This is the strongest one in here. You can buy these at sports stores. You can also buy them at Winners and Canadian Tire and on Amazon. And these are also good. And these ones here, as you can see, have handles, and you can attach them to your door. You can do things like rows. You can do curls with them if you put them under your feet. There's an endless amount of stuff that you can do with this.